To use Avasco feature, your PV system must have the following specifications. Module clamp spacing must be 20 mm. Parameters of mounting systems supported by Avasco need to be respected in the module layout building. You can see the parameters in this picture. You can load these standard settings. In Module Layout Build window, click on Settings drop-down menu. Select Load option. Here you can find an overview of all your safe system settings as well as standard systems. You can use filter buttons or search needed system through the properties. Select one of the Avasco systems and click OK. The settings will be set on the dimensions of selected Avasco system. In order to accommodate thermal expansions of the solar speed mounting frame, there must be a break in the module and base rail directions. After the solar rooftop system according to the Avasco requirements was built, we can proceed with the ballast building. Navigate to Virto-Solar ribbon, Extra section. Click on the Mounting System option. In the Mounting System ribbon, go to the Avasco section. Here you can find 4 Avasco options. Dilatation helps you to define placement of your solar system dilatations. Numbering numbers every segment of the solar installation like in Avasco Solar Speed. To define dilatations of your PV system, there is Dilatation drop-down menu in which you can select one of 2 options. Dilatation auto-creates gaps automatically. Dilatation allows to draw gaps manually. If we select Dilatation Auto, the feature will ask to enter the maximum amount of rows. Press Enter or space. After that, a vertical dilatation will be created based on the maximum amount of rows that was given. This tool automatically detects the horizontal and vertical dilatations. If we select Dilatation option in the Avasco section, click on Start point of our dilatation frame. Click on Endpoint diagonally from starting to create rectangular dilatation frame. Select Polygon option in the command line, click through drawing space to make dilatations. After you have drawn the wished shape, press Enter or space. After all dilatation frames have been created, press Enter or space to finish. After dilatations were defined, you will need to number the different segments. There is Numbering drop-down menu in which you can select one of 2 options. Numbering auto-numbers segments automatically. Numbering allows to define each segment's number manually. If we select Numbering Auto, the feature will automatically detect all the segments. Give them numbers and also the names for each roof. If we select Numbering option, the software will ask to pick point inside dilatation polygon. Enter the number for selected segment and press Enter or space. New segment number will be changed. You don't need to erase previous segment number if you want to change it. The software will set the newest name or number automatically. When we have numbered all the segments, press Enter or space. When we specified our dilatations and numbering, we can proceed to calculate your project. click on the Calculate Avasco Solar Speed option. This will open a pop-up window with a lot of options. In the roof section, we can determine the roofs we want to calculate ballast for. After you have selected needed roofs, you can see their parameters in the window in the Roof Selected section. In the window, you can override the roof and parapet heights in the input boxes. The values from the 3D model can be restored by clicking on Refresh Heights. After this, you can choose a membrane and support type from the drop-down menus. The software will automatically calculate the friction coefficient based on these two values. Underneath the roof section, these is the info section. In this window, you can fill in all the information about your project. You can upload a report logo or report cover. Fill in values such as project name, project reference, installer, company, and address. After you've filled in these values, you can select a country from the drop-down menu. These values will then be included on the Avasco Ballast report. You will have to enter the latitude and longitude of your project. To enter these values, either paste the Google Earth Maps location from your clipboard or enter the values manually. Click Next to continue the ballast calculation. You can always go back to the previous window by clicking the previous button on the bottom of the screen. Now we will be located in the Environment Characteristics window. Here we can select all the environment characteristics that are present in our drawing. Choose the right basic wind speed, and snow load zone from the drop-down menus. Enter the elevation at sea level of your project in the input box. You can enter the orography manually in the input box, or you can calculate this automatically by clicking on the calculator. This will open a pop-up window where you can enter all the values to calculate your orography. After this, we have the option to select if there is a high neighboring building present next to our building. We can click the I button to see some more information about this function. This will open a pop-up window with examples of high neighboring buildings. Last, we can select the terrain category that our project is located in. Click on the Next button to further calculate our Avasco ballast. In the next window, we can calculate the ballast settings of our project. Select the consequence class and ballast thickness from the drop-down menus. Enter the max lifetime and ballast weight in the input boxes. We can click on the Advanced Slide button to see the advanced ballast settings. Here we can enter the max front modules load, max back modules load, and ballast block middle zone limit for sliding in the input boxes. We can check different options, calculate theoretical ballast, use only L profiles, and max point load. The max point load can be changed by clicking on the arrow or entering the value in the input box. We can select the modules grouping and rounding method of our ballast calculation. We can select this for either the inner roof area or the outer roof area. You can select as many of the grouping methods as you like by checking the box below. Next, you can select the ballast block rounding from the drop-down menu. You can either choose to generate or don't generate the BOM and report by clicking on the slide button on the bottom of the window. After you've selected all U-right values, you can calculate the ballast on your roof by clicking on the Calculate button. A window will pop up. Here you can change the colors of the different weights. Click on Ellipsis and select colors you wish in the Colors palette window. Congratulations, you have created the Avasco ballast in your project drawing. After calculating the ballast, you can open the BOM and download the report. There is Avasco BOM and Report option. This will open Avasco BOM palette with materials list of the different boundaries. You can't edit the data in this palette. You can select the boundary you want to see in the drop-down menu. To open BOM in Excel file, click on option Export to Excel. You can download the Avasco report. Click on Download PDF Report or Download Full PDF Report button. It will be downloaded by your browser. This will open a new pop-up window. Select the folder you wish to save your report in, enter report file name, and click Save.